Alright, so this 4-player game is all on the same map, all on Silver Lake. We've got both habitat diversity and species diversity in this one. Of these, I am choosing this one. It is pretty solid overall build. You get +1 extra build, and I'm going to do that. Alright, this one's an easy choice. This is a nice utility one in case we can't fulfill one of the prerequisites, and this one I have no use for. Again, I almost never want to move the association down, and I mean, maybe the grab a card versus a donation when the dollar amount is 10 or 12 might be useful, but I'd rather have this. Yeah, this animal's better than the hunter one anyway, so that's easy. Okay, so this is nice, certainly as a race. Want to get to that as soon as possible. Hopefully I'm first. My bonus cards are research or the architectural build stuff. I can usually very efficiently get 2 of these on the architectural. Filling up the zoo becomes problematic, and basically it's either 2 or 4, and usually 2. Research zoo, I mean, we can always get 4, which is nice, which puts us to 2. So if we focus and get all 3 of these, which we probably want to, because this is 2 green itself, probably want to go after that if able. All right. Well, we got a monkey. That's the only thing I really. Oh, no, we got red. We also have a red release, which this one I can do in the first round. Oh, here's a science tag. Certainly not. Probably not. This is $3 of the dollars back. Not terrible, and does give me a different tag. This one's pretty pricey early on. However, I think I want to go with this one. I know that pitching in Australia could be bad, and we'll see what comes up. But I'd like to at least have the option to do something in the first, before the first break. I mean, we got 2 options. This one's hard. This one's a little easier usually because some animals have 2 animal tags. I don't have any of those, but there could be some up on the board. Now, I don't have real access to that, though, so that could be problematic. I think I'm going to go with these 4, though. All right, so it looks like I'm going to build. I'll build a 2 for this guy. And I'll eventually be getting an X token, so I won't need to dump something for next token, although I may do it with cards anyway. We'll see. Okay, then I'm just going to keep my money here, and we'll do this. You know what? Let's move that, and let's move it here. That way it leaves me a decent spot here for a kiosk if I'm able to, because I'll put a 1 here. I'm going to do the build before I do the sponsor. Just in case I don't get anything with cards. This may end up being a bad decision, but I can't foresee what's happening, so what I'm going to get with cards. All right, time to play the sponsors. Get my X token that I'll need. All right, so I need to get this cards moved down. I think whether or not I make it break 2, there's 3 of them who've all got their sponsor at 5. However, nobody's played anything. They've all got building places. Everybody has money. It seems unlikely that they're going to want to rush the break, except for the fact that I haven't played my meeple. But then they're not getting income. Is it worth it to cause the break getting only 5 income? That seems dumb. But who knows? I'm going to just take cards and hope, I guess. Again, it seems unlikely that there'll be a break, although it's certainly possible. Play animals. I'm going to play the clever, and I'm going to play this one with pouch. I'm going to be releasing the one with pouch on the next turn. I know that Australia's there, but I do want to get this going in the first round. I want a pouch one. This is really expensive. It does get me 9 and a pretty decent effect if timed right. I would have to build an aquatic. I can get a water for this one to put this down. I should be fighting for these 2 here anyway. Soon. I think I want to keep. It's really expensive though. Yeah, this is going to be expensive early on. I know I'm in a decent one here, but my income's not going to be huge. I think I want to dump this and save this just in case I find some cheap and easy waters later. This is a decent card, though. I don't want to poo-poo this card, but it's pretty expensive early game. I do want a pouch. I can just grab more cards. I'm just not going to have the money to play this for a while, so I'm going to pouch it. Now, I may not have the waters to play this for a while either, so 6 1 half dozen the other. We'll see if I made a mistake as the game goes. And let's clever this guy here, putting our cards up further. I mean, certainly I could draw a sponsor, but I don't really have one now, so let's knock that down. Usually I try to knock down one of those 2 guys. All right, so we've been pilfered by the red player. Is just a single pilfer. Well, we got 0 on the others anyway, so, well, I guess you could pick from the one with the most. We all have 0. I've got $6 left. I've got a card that I planned on playing next. However, if I opt for the cards and he takes this one, I mean, this one's crap for me right now anyway. If he takes this one, I've got this at the top position. I can pick a second Australia. I can pick a third tag for that so that I can do the habitat diversity. I've got options. It'll take a little bit to get this back up to 5, but I've got some options. And I'll still be able to use my money for builds and other things. So I think I'm just going to give him the card and hope, or fix if it doesn't come through. Well, he got the good one. So we're done. All right, so I'm going to take one of these partners that I don't have now since I don't have a release anymore. I don't see any difference between blue or yellow. I'm just going to take the blue, I guess. Okay, so I have 3 different continent tags. I have 2 different animal tags. No one's threatening 3 in either one. I think I'm going to do a build. I want to cover this thing here to grab a card. Now it's 2 enclosure. Again, I had wanted to put a kiosk here for income, but I think taking this card is more important. It gives me a 3rd animal tag, and it gives me a 4th continent tag, excuse me. So that, and it's $7. So it's very cheap. I can fit it in this enclosure. Again, looking forward, our plan got a little bit interrupted. I couldn't pitch the wombat, but that's okay. I think it's going to turn out fine. Oh, geez. Well, side entrance has come out. Oh, and no one can go get it. That's a shame. All right, the side entrance should be mine on the next turn. All right, I am going to snap the side entrance, and hopefully next turn I'll be able to play it. I mean, I guess there could be a break, but this is the one I want. All right, good place to put it would be right here. Let's see. Well, we're able to play the side entrance. We're only at 14 on the break. Very close. I almost took it away from me for this round. It's only $2 right now, but it's possible that if I get another turn, I can build a kiosk and get another $3 on top of that. So, all right, so I'm just going to build the animal. I'm going to put him in a 2, even though he can go in a 1. Okay, so we have a bird and we have blue, huh? Well, okay. We're going to pass. We don't have anything else to play. All right, let's do the association. We're going to do the species diversity. We have 4 habitats. We might as well just get a 5th. Pretty close to it. So we'll go species this time. Get our meeple. And I want to upgrade build. That way we can get our income going here. We don't have enough to build this guy anyway, so it's not really an issue. All right, I'm going to do a build. I'm going to build around the side entrance, and I also want to have a place to put this guy when I'm available to do it. So this here. Put this below it. And then we'll build a 3 here. So currently I'm at $10. I don't want to really build this. I want to save these. I know I've got a +1. My plan is to snap this, then play it, and then I'll get with my next build, I can build on these 3 guys and do it. Or I'll probably want to do this, though. That's more economical. I don't want to put the one here because I want to make sure it eventually gets closed, so I'll wait and I'll put one of these guys there. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be able to build this guy regardless. So I'm going to fill up this spot, I think. All right, I think I'm going to snap this guy. It's another monkey. I don't know that I'm going to get 4, but it's another monkey. It gets me an X token. It fills up my land for side entrance. If I need cash, I can put it here pretty quickly. So that's what I'm doing. All right, so I'm going to do my association. I'm going to take the yellow partner zoo. Gives me my 5th one. 5th continent, that is. And I believe that I will be upgrading this. So I'll be able to donate soon. All right, I'm going to play that sponsor. Put it right here to get a bunch of goodies. All right, so I've got enough money to play this next turn. If there's no break, if there is a break, I'll have plenty of money, so I'm good. All right, so let's play our posturing flamingo here. We can only afford the one, so we don't need to worry about the one less a prerequisite anyway. It doesn't even have one, so let's do it. All right, so we're going to put a tickets right here, fulfilling both $2 income for the side entrance and $1 income for the kiosk, along with an additional point, which got us an additional income as well. So that was pretty solid. All right, we'd hit with the constriction, but at least we get to do it with 4. I'm going to do this. I do want to cover this here. I think I just want the point for now anyway. Already got a single. And let's just do this. Let's just take this guy here. It's something we can put up. 7 points is pretty good. Or eventually 7 points. I guess 6 points for now. Let's clever down the cards. That way we can do the association without the X token. And if provider red doesn't do it first, which, I mean, he might just grab, he might grab one and then buy one and get the other. That would be a reasonable play, especially with these two with the constriction. But I don't know, we'll see. All right. So I'm going to do my conservation project. I'm going to do the diversity at top. I know I could do this one, but I want to make sure I get all of these goodies. I think I'm going to snap this thing. It puts me on track towards a third primate and gets me a couple points. So let's do that. I don't really need the income. I'm already at 33. And I plan on getting at least a few more as well. So let's work on this. And this also will help me finish the zoo for both the side entrance as well as the 7 points. Hopefully I can do that. Also, I've got this one, so I'm going to probably be heading towards this. I would like a partner zoo. Take Australia, as that's one of the things, and that puts me to 2. I will donate. That leaves me enough to play this guy. I'm going to build 3 of these. I'm just going to build 3 tickets, all next to kiosks. So that was a pretty good jump, and let's see what comes out. Is it going to work? All right, that didn't work. Let's try it again. There we go. All right. Probably not going to get 5 of those, so that's pretty good. All right, I'm going to spend the X token to play the Baboon Rock. I don't really want to put it there. I think this is better. It leaves me open for a 4 and a 5 or whatever if I need it. So I'm going to put it here. All right, so really what I want is to get this card. Gives me a 4th monkey for this, and I'm ahead of everybody who can play on that. I know that Red has 3, but he's already into monkeys. And I mean, I certainly want this card as well, but I think this one would be more advantageous to me. Also, the Pilfer would actually work. The blue player, does he have a defense? He does not. The blue player has more points than I do by 1. So I got a couple options. I can spend 2 X tokens and snap this, or I can spend 2 X tokens on my association, grab this. I mean, I could certainly just get 2 rep for this, but I would rather have the building getting me close to another upgrade, and as well as the 2 points. I don't know that I'm going to attain this unless I somehow get to that, but we'll see. And also I want to play my association more, so I'm going to want it to cycle. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to take this guy here. And what I'm going to be allowed to do with this is now upgrade my card so I can snap with it next turn. If I donate, and I want to donate, I'll be $1 short of this monkey. But I think that's okay. The Pilfer will still be available next round after the break, so I think I'm going to just do this. Alright, now I have an upgraded cards and it's within range, so I am gonna grab this guy. Alright, this is all getting wiped away. Now this is actually in range. Alright. Alright, I've had thoughts about just taking $3. That puts us to 14. And try to play this guy on the next turn. I'm $1 short for him right now. I think there's a fair chance that the red player won't break. He's got 30 bucks. Yes, it gets him an X token, but the cards don't help him. He's already got 5. I mean, yes, he could get better cards or maybe snap one that he really wants. I don't know, but he'd still have to discard a card, at least one. Maybe, but this player's got some money, and I guess he could do the meeple at a 2, or even if I guess he could do a 4 if he wanted to. He's got 2 X tokens. This player seems break is imminent. Can't use this. Could use this, although unless he's got a green card, he doesn't have a 5 to play. None of these work for him. And he's got no money. He may just, do that just because. So I think a break may come, so I won't be able to do that. And me just wasting a turn to take $3 doesn't seem good, or rather the next token. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build. I've got the side entrance, so maybe, I mean, it's still pretty early in the game. I may be able to fill this board. So I'm going to do that. Looking at these cards up here, these two both have an Africa tag. This fish here will net me 1 more because it'll be posturing 1, and I can put a tick-a-boot down. So $8 for 5 points versus $7 for 4 points. The other tags don't matter to me. The problem is just a regular 2 by water will be more versatile than the aquarium 2. Now I do get a snap, so I can just snap this guy if I need to. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this here, not do the action, because I don't have one. And then I'm going to play another one of these. I think I'm going to put it here. I want to save this area here just in case I need something bigger. And that's the plan. And again, this only gives me the 3rd Australia anyway. But I've got this I can play now. And I've got, once I play this guy, I'll have my 4th monkey and can play that one. Alright, so I'm going to end the round and get the X token. I'm just going to grab $4. That way I'll be set up to play my 2 animals. Regardless of what they are, I believe I should be able to snap this. So I'll play that and the pilfering monkey. Pilfering monkey would go first. Alright, so I'm grabbing all my income. We have a break here. As far as snapping, this has come up. Doesn't really help me any. This is still the one I'm targeting because I've got this built for it, so I'm going to snap that. Alright, so I'm going to play my 2 animals. Start off with the pilfering guy. Doesn't matter, so I'll put it in this one. It's next to a kiosk. So we have to do this before we grab anything. and we'll see what he chooses. All right, so the blue player gave us $5 in lieu of a card, so we'll take our points. And now we'll play this one here. I'm just going to take tickets. I mean, I could throw a kiosk up there. I don't really need a kiosk for anything. My income's pretty darn high anyway. I think I'm just going to take the extra point. Fill in a space. So now I've got a spot for a 2, 5, and another 1. We're almost halfway there. Okay, so I'm at the Association 5. In general, I want to play this as soon as I can to get it cycling again. I don't want it sitting at 5. So I've got the aquatic I can play. I can also play monkeys at 4. I can't do anything else. I'm 1 away on this one. This, however, is in the card room. Now, typically I wouldn't bother with this because it would take 2 actions to effectively get 1 extra green. However, for me, I get an extra 2 points for the Baboon Rock and an extra X token for the Monkey Park. So I would like to get this card and play it before I do the monkey. I don't think there's a lot of competition for the monkey. Red, there's no competition. Red's the only one who's got any monkeys, and he's already done it, so he's no threat. The other 2 have 0 monkeys. This is also a very nice card, but I don't have my animals upgraded. That may take a little while. I don't have North America tags, and I don't have the money really to put it out. So even though it's a really good card, I don't have what it takes to do that, and I'm not going to mess around. I do have an animal with this tag, but he costs 15 himself, so it seems like this would be the best thing if I wanted to go that route. But then I'd still need to get my animals upgraded. Or, I guess, strike that. I could ignore the 1 if I got this all the way up. So it's feasible, but not real good. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the aquatic. And then I don't really need money right now. I mean, unless I was going to go for that other thing. I don't need X tokens. I could certainly play this, but I could use it on my next one. I am just going to take an extra turn and secure this thing. So I'm going to take my extra turn now. I usually like to do it right at the end, but oh, I got to discard. Okay. So yes, I'm sure. I think I can actually do this. So, I mean, this is something I could take to fill this. I just need 6 others. It seems like I should be able to do this given the money that I have. So I'm going to trash this one. I think I'm going to, instead of doing the card and snapping this, I'm going to play this digging animal and knock out these 2 cards here. I don't think anybody can play this, but this one's garbage. I don't think anybody's going to want it. But I can knock these 2 down and prevent anybody from being able to grab and use this card later. I don't think anybody can play this one really, but yeah, I think that's what I want to do. I mean, I guess I could choose this one instead, but they have a lot of herbivores. No, somebody's got 1. I've got 1. Doesn't make a lot of sense. All right, so I am going to play my animal right here. It doesn't matter the order I do these things in. All right, this one's got to go. Nothing huge. I mean, that's just $3. Going to give people some points. People may be interested in grabbing that. Oh, so the black player has got 6. Black player probably wants this card. Everything's in his range, though. I'm going to get rid of the shark. Now just a bunch of sponsors on the board, so that's not real lucrative. I mean, again, this one for the black player, but other than that, and he actually may want both of these to play the one first and the other one next. Although he's all the way down here, he can only get one anyway, but he may wait on it. All right, it's going to be cards. The primate is now mine. I may grab this as well. I'm going to draw some cards from the deck, see what we're looking like. Just doing one at a time here. There's an obvious dump. Looks like an obvious dump right there. Nope, there's the obvious dump. All right, I'm going to take something I can use. I'm going to take this. I have a 1 enclosure next to water. It's some points. We'll take this one, and then we'll discard the one that absolutely can't be played. Let's see what we could have had instead. It's going to be this ox. That's fine. That's no problem. All right, so there's a couple things to look out for here. We've got this out here now, small animals. We can get the 5, and we're actually, I think it's 7. Or 6, I'm sorry, 6 plus this one, it would be 7. Black has played it. Red has 1, and blue has 3. So we should easily be able to get the 5 and possibly the 8 by the end of the game. This came out, which is going to benefit us the most, if we can even make it work, because I do want to play this one. I'm going to play this now to get the 5th monkey for when I do that, and I'll probably grab money for a good build, maybe fill up my board. We'll see, or at least to try to fill up the board. I can't do it just yet, but getting close. Or it may just, we'll see. But first things first, I want to do this. On my next turn, this thing could be gone. Neither of these players can snap. I don't think, anyway. No, can't snap. Can snap. All right, so the blue can snap it if the blue wants it. Blue has 4, so it's worth 6 points to it, because you get the free one and then the total. So that's a reasonable card for him to go get. It's worth more for us, but I want to progress on these. These are going to be ultimately worth more anyway. All right, so I'm going to do the association at 5. I can't do anything extra if I want to get the 5. I have 5 X tokens. I mean, I could do a 3, 2, and a 4. I guess it would have to go 4, 2, 3 to get that extra one. But that doesn't really get me a lot. It gets me that upgraded and up to the range where I could pull that off the board in reputation range, but I've got nothing to do that anyway. So I will do the primates. And I think I'm going to take 12. I think there's probably only going to be one more break at tops, so I'm going to just take 12. I don't want to donate because I want to build with the full amount. So I will pass. All right, I'm able to snap this. I need this for quite a few points. My other plan is to play this guy for 4 points. Maybe I can build and get some other spots before I fill it up with this thing, but we'll see. See what comes down the road. I'll be able to snap another card later. but I need this one. Now let's, I guess, wait for our other players to dump a bunch of cards. Alright, well, that's going to go to waste. It's not really an issue. I've already got the end planned out, and I shouldn't need it. I mean, I could play this card, but I would need to have my animal only play one animal. I don't want to do that. This is the only other animal out there. I can play it. I mean, not right now, but I could build a 2 enclosure here, there, or 3 there, or whatever. So I think I'm going to snap this guy. Now I can afford both of these cards, and I'll get 9 points for my animal's action in just a bit. And still another blue card, huh? All right. All right, so I need a total of 8, so that means I need 6, 7. Well, I'm at 5. I can go up 2. I can just build a 5 and then use this, but might as well use my X tokens. Doesn't matter, because I'm getting them right back. And then 4 a point. So we're going to get 8 points there. Should be up to 86. Right, now I'll play these 2 animals for another 9. And then I should be able to do the small animals at 8. So I'll get 4 of those. I'll have enough X tokens to do this as well, provided that one of these 2 is still there for me. I think. All right, it's conceivable that they could both be taken, but it seems unlikely. Whatever. Either way, I'm gonna finish probably way ahead of these guys, so it shouldn't matter. All right, we'll play our 2 animals. We'll do the venom first. That doesn't matter. Oh, I guess it worked. And then this guy here. All right, now we're at 95, and we'll be able to play this quite a few points on the next turn. All right, so let's add our X tokens. I think I need 4 of them. So we can grab one of these and then do a conservation project. We need to do small animals. Would be our best bet, looks like. Done that. Is this one? It's not going to be 12, so let's do this. This doesn't matter. And then we'll donate. So 113. They do have this, probably, but that should be insurmountable. Unless they've got a couple eagles to play or something like that. And space to put them. Oh, he's already used it. All right, so probably good. All right, so 40-ish points, 44 points above. The other three were real close to each other, though. So 32 turns, pretty close to my average. Let's see what happened. Let's see how black jumped these guys. Let's see. All right. How did he do here? The accessible zoo. I don't know what he did with that. He might have had just a decent turn at the end. Although, I mean, he didn't have too far to go. So, what did the blue have? Blue had more than this. What, hold on. Oh, more than red, it looks like. All right. And then red had sponsors and did not do well. So he got one only. That was probably, I mean, he gets a reasonable card and he's in second place. But we had a great card, so we had well, it's not a great card, but we were able to finish it with the help of a bunch of extra money and motivation from the side entrance, which really put the whole game on easy mode anyway. We already get a ton of money for this board, all the two bangers right around the lake there, and then with just extra money from the side entrance, it was made things a lot nicer for us. All right, well, that was it. We'll play these guys again and post a comment if you have one.